Hey guys, what's up? It's Frederick here, and today I'm bringing you guys some Black Ops 1 gameplay over the map of Radiation, and this game is one of the most epic games I've ever had on Black Ops 1. It was intense, and to completely understand it, I'm going to give you guys the context of which things happened. And first, I'd like to say that before this game, I was playing with one of my friends, and we were playing against, and we were kind of, chilling, playing casually, and we were playing against a stereotypical 15th Prestiger, He's in this game too. His name is Delco, and, he's stereotypical 15th Prestiger, using his Ghost, his FAMAS, and I'm, destroying him. I think it was 2 games I destroyed him. I pulled really good scores, and we won both games by a lot, and obviously after each game, I had to, do my part, go into game chat, talk a little trash, and he obviously responded, classic 15th Prestige excuses. Oh, you camp, and I'm not camping. I don't camp in Black Ops 1. And he's like, oh, 3-bar, you were host. And, classic responses, right? And I told him, I said, in the pregame lobby, I said, instead of looking at the game and saying that was bullshit, which, I do my fair share of times, he could have, during the game, decided, why don't I be the difference? Why don't I change this game around? And I taught this guy a lesson that day. Alright, and this game is the perfect example of how I used that lesson. This game, the entire enemy team was running the FAMAS. Almost the entire, I don't even really know. But if you look at the kill feed, you'll see what I mean. And I'm obviously running my Akimbo Skorpions. So, I'm really not the side in favor here, right? And you'll see the beginning of the game we actually start out not bad, but you'll see at some point right here we're getting triple capped, we're getting destroyed, all right? And soon we're gonna start losing the game by a lot, all right? And I was actually, you could consider backing out from this type of game. You could consider just coming up with excuses and just raging. I didn't rage at all this game. You know what I said at some point? I said, let me get a kill streak and let me make the difference so that when I get these kill streaks up in the air, we can start getting some flags capped. And as you see now, we're starting to get some capped a little bit. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. This was an intense game. I'll spoil it for you guys that we did win, and I did end up pulling a really good score, which is surprising because I sucked in the beginning of the game. I was getting destroyed. And I did cut out the first minute and a half or so, just mainly because the video was originally like 11 minutes long, so I needed to cut it down a little bit. And you didn't really miss anything, you just missed me dying. And we actually did take the lead for the beginning of the game for a good amount of time, but as you see now, we're starting to get ripped on. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit for the beginning of this commentary. And I also wanted to mention, of course, I always have to mention when I'm using one of these challenging setups, my rule of gameplay standards, because this is actually a really good example of it. I know I talked about it in a video a few videos ago. I talked about it, the gameplay standard thing. But as you see in this video, I'll spoil my score too. I think I pull a 61-12 or a 61-13 or something, which is not a great score. 12 deaths, that's no good. No good for YouTube, right? You would look at that and say, not so good. But you have to realize all the things that took into account that made this game entertaining enough to post, right? You have to see, I'm using the Scorpion Akimbo. That's a huge points towards uploading, and you have to say the intensity of the comeback that we make. We're losing by like, I'll say 80 points. I don't know for sure. You guys are gonna have to check. See right here, we're starting to get destroyed. Let me see the score. We're losing 130 to 80 or something right now, and so we were getting destroyed, and we made an epic comeback. So I played a lot of objective, which is definitely something I like to upload, is me playing objective, because I don't do it that often. So yeah, I mean, the only thing that makes a gameplay worthy of YouTube is the entertainment value, not necessarily that you went 100-0. So quick tip, quickie to all people who want to post stuff on YouTube. That's my rule. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. And for the second part of this video, I also wanted to talk a little bit more about what I wanted to do now that I'm getting back into YouTube. As you see right here, capture in the flag, get that objective. Oh, right here, this was intense. They were all just dropping out of there, and I got a nice triple feed. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what I want to do now that I'm back on YouTube, because I definitely wanted to steer the channel a little more in the direction of PC gaming, in the sense that I'm really hoping the DayZ standalone comes out this month, because I definitely want to get into that, because I always wanted to get into into DayZ. I wanted to get into the mod, but I never could. You know, I liked the game, but I remember right when summer came along last year and I was really getting into it, my PC broke and I couldn't play it all summer, so I really lost interest. And then sometime this school year, one of my friends from school actually told me that he's big into DayZ, so I got back into it for a little while, but then I kind of stopped. So I think if a DayZ standalone came out, that would kind of, you know, like rejuvenate it, and I would play it a lot more. And if it did come out this month or during the summer, I would probably upload a lot of it. So that's one of my first plans. Another plan I have is to start doing more scary games, like horror games. Not Slender, that's like the most generic horror YouTube game that people upload. But I was thinking, I don't know if you guys know the game Paranormal or SCP. Those are kind of the games I wanted to try, because you guys have to know, like, I hate horror games, alright? Last year, before summer, I downloaded SCP, which is a really scary game, and I had it sitting on my desktop. I had it all ready to play. I had it all set up to record and play. Right there, my friend hits a triple feed. Gotta say that. I had it all ready to play and everything, but I was too scared. Like, I was gonna say, oh my god, I'm gonna make an awesome playthrough. It's gonna be sweet. But I literally could not get myself to do it because I was that terrified of it. But I think now, I could handle it. I mean, right now I still have trouble like watching live streams of horror games or watching videos on YouTube. It's still tough, but I think if I got the motivation from you guys, I could probably do it. So what I kind of am requesting of you guys to do is, right here, as you see, we're staging the epic comeback. You know, I called my chopper, and now we're triple capping. This is pretty sweet. This is like the intense moments right here where I was covering B, and I was just, you know, I was just so happy. I was getting ready to rip on that 15th Prestiger that I was playing against. His name is Delco. I don't remember what I said earlier in the video. Just so you know if I kill him or not. But yeah. It was all fun though after the game. We kind of like laughed about it. It was fun. I decided not to trash talk him, but but yeah. So anyways, yeah, with the scary games thing, you know, I'm requesting of you guys to definitely like encourage me to do it. Comment on the videos. Always ask, you know, where's that video you were talking about? You know, be like that, because then I'll be more motivated to do it. Because I think with a lot of like let's plays of PC games that I've started, I haven't really finished. I mean, I haven't done that many. I know the Fallout New Vegas thing that I did a few months ago, I never finished it. I actually still have that last video sitting on my desktop. If anyone wants to see it, please comment below. I'll definitely upload it. But yeah, you know, I'm not really like so committed with doing let's plays on PC games, so I definitely need your motivation to do that. Please comment below if you want me to play like any horror game that you think would be funny to see me play. And yeah. Oh, right there, take a death, and I think the game is coming to an end right here. I'm celebrating. They almost made a comeback too. Look at how close the score was, because they started double capping at the end, but we had the one flag to win it. So yep, that's the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And right here, we're talking about how awesome the game was. So yep, see you guys all later. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys all later.